Good morning and welcome to Court A, the Slater Gordon Premiership. This morning for the first match, just about to kick off, we've got Leeds versus Middlesbrough. And it's Nick Woodward speaking, and I'm joined by Jack Humphreys.
Yeah, hello everyone, good morning on a fresh, crisp Sunday morning.
Tis fresh in Nottingham, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Let's see if the players are fresh, shall we?
Absolutely.
Now, are you going to be biased in this commentary? I think you're allowed to be because you play for Leeds in the Championship, don't you?
I'm going to try not to be. I'll try and be unbiased as possible.
But if you hear lots of oohs and ahs, it's Jack, because he can't withhold his enthusiasm for Leeds. I shall be neutral. Or unbiased.
I'm good friends with some of the squad as well, so that also doesn't help the unbiasedness. But underway.
So we've got Jeff Lewis in the middle. Just when it kicks off, we'll go through the teams on the pitch and the squads.
Just doing the final checks here. Jeff Lewis just giving the thumbs up.
So as things stand, Leeds are fourth in the table, but in a way they're second on performance. They've won both of their games. They've got a goal difference of 8. Only Teesside have done better with a goal difference of 13 after 2 games. Aspire are on top of the league with 2 wins and a draw, but their goal difference over 3 games is the same as Leeds, so we'll see what happens here. And Middlesbrough been defending okay, yet to score. I think I might have that wrong. I'm just trying to find their results. So faced some tough games against West Brom, Thrussels and Aspire, so top teams so far.
Contact there on the edge of the box. Ethan Fisher initially thought, because the other Ethan Galloway, had reversed into him, it was a foul to Leeds, but it's the other way, Jeff Lewis says.
Now, A, what's the likelihood of having 2 Ethans on the pitch? And then B, having them spell Ethan differently. Ethan Galloway is from Scotland, is that right?
Scotland international Ethan. I'm not sure which team he plays for. I think it might be, I don't want to get it wrong, I'm not going to guess, but
right.
He does play for up in the Scottish Premiership.
So he'll recently have returned like Ethan for Leeds from Italy, where they were playing for their respective countries, Scotland and England. And
they also do have another Scottish player on the bench, Middlesbrough, with Thomas Pettigrew.
Oh yes.
And so do Leeds
and a Northern Irish player.
Yeah.
Does that make Middlesbrough the most international team in English Premiership football?
In terms of overseas, probably not, but in terms of diversity of players from within the home nations, definitely so.
That's a funny one, because Middlesbrough pride themselves on, which they do, on growing local players, don't they? Right, I said we'd go through the teams, so let's do that. For Leeds, got playing away from us in blue and kind of mottled, speckled yellow arms.
It's a brand new kit.
Oh, brand new kit. Did they not finish the design? So Harris playing away from us in pink, playing in the goalkeeper position. Fisher playing away currently in the middle. On the left, Kelsall, and on the right, Rigby. And on their bench, Harrison and Rice. Have I got that right? Oh, Maxwell and Rice,
Jack
sorry.
Maxwell and Summer Rice on the bench.
And playing towards us, Middlesbrough, in the familiar red. Found in goal. Hanif on the ball at the moment. Gouldsborough on the right as we look at it, and on the left, Galloway as we look at it. And on the bench, Found and Pettigrew.
Kyle Forster, I think it's Kyle Forster.
Is it? Oh, sorry, Forster.
Kyle Forster.
Oh yeah, Found twice. So you haven't reached this problem yet, have you, Jack? So to look at my phone, I have to put on my reading glasses, and if I've still got them on, when I look at the match, all I can see is blurred. Right, sort that out.
You need the scoreline to read you the stats.
Oh, I need an AI voice bot, don't I?
We'll read you the information on the screen.
So a quiet start, and I watched Leeds a couple of times yesterday, and they were really thumping the ball around the pitch. They seem a little gentler this morning.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. It's the first game on a Sunday. You know, you've had 2 games yesterday. It's just getting into that rhythm. You know, it's only been 5 minutes. They're probably just getting into the rhythm of the game. No need to start forcing it straight away. Maybe just get comfortable, see how Middlesbrough play, and I think then take it from there. I think as soon as the game opens up, which I imagine it will in the next 10 minutes, it will be a completely different game in Leeds' favour. But I think at the minute they're just trying to get into the game, settle that, get those, they won't be nervous, but yeah.
That was a wild swing by Gouldsborough, missed the ball and hit Kelsall. It's just on the edge of the box, so it's not a penalty. All 4 Leeds players gathered round for a discussion on what to do.
Don't know if they're going to do a
Don't see that often, do you?
Teesside did it a few times yesterday. A few teams do it.
Right.
I don't know if they're going for a, we call it internally a Pete Wimslow, where a player makes a darting run across and somebody.
So Pete Wilmslow, famously a US player, isn't he? And the US have a very particular, I suppose you'd call it a dynamic style of taking set pieces. Ooh.
It's always one of them with contact and things of Powerchair Football, because the chairs are all metal. It sounds a lot louder and a lot more potentially violent than it could be.
Well, we've got the headsets on which muffle it, so that must have been a really big boom if we winced and it was at the other end of the pitch.
Everyone's unscathed, so that's good.
Fisher to Kelsall, Kelsall across the box. Found intercepts, now Gouldsborough taking it away.
Rotating very well here, Leeds. They're rotating around, just playing quite fluid. Not quite opening it up in terms of passing yet. Middlesbrough, again, quite a defensive team. They're quite hard to break down on the edge of the box.
Ooh, that must... Ooh. Penalty given against Gouldsborough.
Yeah, it's given a warning as well, so any further contact might result in a further actions, yellow cards and such. It's very early on for that to be. You have 2 cautions already. Got to be careful there, Calf Goldsborough.
Not generally known for violence.
It's
I think that's just unlucky in a way. That's twice the same player in the same place.
Yeah, I think it was almost a little bit from Kelsall to force it. I mean, the first time it was blatant. That time it was a bit more forced by Kelsall.
Oh, sorry, we described that as a penalty. It was an indirect free kick on the edge of the box. And a deflection. Hang on, what's the ref pointing to? He has given it. So 1-0 to Middlesbrough. I think that was an own goal off Fisher. Should we have a look?
Right, Leeds have got a bit to do now. Trailing here. Really got to get into this game now. Really open it up. And that's the danger of the 4-out system as well. Leeds play quite a 4-out style of play. That can really cause problems when, at the back you're a bit gated, or the ball comes back fast. It can be quite difficult to defend against. And here we go. Kelsall just taking his time. Now it's opening up for them. Harris in the corner, battling against Hanif. Like a cross found, just collecting it on the edge of the area there. Battling against Fisher.
I just had a better look. It was actually Found scored. Kelsall hit the ball in on him. It rebounded off and went all the way past both Fisher and Galloway. So that was actually a James Found goal.
He found the back of the net from all the way over there.
Yeah.
Losing the name, I guess. They're just getting a little bit too, a bit frustrated maybe, Fisher.
I mean, they ought to be able to remain calm at this stage. They've got 30 minutes to play. They're scoring, 3 goals a game. Don't need to get too agitated yet, do they?
No, I don't think so. I think the time will come for them. They just need to, get back into it. They're opening the game up a little bit with themselves. They're playing a bit more, less conservative than they were before when they were trying to dribble a bit too much. Now they're just opening it up with, the passing, and that's what especially opens teams like Middlesbrough up.
But by the same token, I would expect Middlesbrough to
become more
understand how to play this slowly and calmly. Although they're youngish, they've got a lot of experience in their team. Ooh. Is that a 2-on-1 against Leeds? Yeah. I was surprised Fisher didn't kind of go for a straight bumper on goal there. Were they just trying to get more pace on the ball, do you think?
Potentially, yeah. I imagine, trying to just build up. Maybe just didn't see it on from his angle.
Yeah. So Found it. Keeper for Middlesbrough. Oh, well seen by Fisher. What was that? 5 yards?
I believe it was maybe infringement, encroachment, I believe, but I'm not too sure.
Right.
So
not well seen.
No. Or maybe 2 on.
No, I think he must have been moving and came ahead of Gouldsborough before the...
I always thought it was a retake, but I think that something makes me think they changed the rule on it where it would be a free kick rather than a...
Nice hit to Kelsall. Hanif looks very comfortable in the centre, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, played that way for again, when he used to play for Newcastle. He did North West Bees as well. He's quite the middle player. Ethan Fisher, he's very,
I said Hanif.
What's Hanif, sorry.
Well, I know Fisher looks comfortably. That's his position in the England squad, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
I was just thinking as the two, Hanif and Ethan, came together,
Oh yeah, Hanif, again, brilliant in that role.
And I think he's played his entire career for Middlesbrough, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Well, that's the thing. When you look at a team play, the power comes from that middle. That's important when you're playing. It's very rare that the power can come from the wide, so it's important that the middle player can get the pace on the ball to be able to, for the wingers to use and deflect. And Hanif, in that central position, can really do that. He's a really skilled player at getting the power.
Boomer here? No.
Hit from Rugby there.
2.
Getting a bit too close.
Now, the ref's pulled it back there, having played advantage.
Yep.
But he's pulled it back into... I know he's pulled it back to where the foul was, but he's pulled it back into Middlesbrough, deep into Middlesbrough's half, where Leeds can set up a defence against them. Where even though Middlesbrough had lost the ball, they'd penned Leeds in. So that felt like Middlesbrough were being disadvantaged.
They've got the possession.
Would you prefer possession or position?
I believe it's one of them that I would say the worst, the kind of the worst sideline ball you can have in this game is down at your end, like in this bottom corner here. That's the worst sideline ball you can get. When you try and get the ball out, you just really have to dribble it. You can't really, you know, try and force the. I mean,
Yeah.
you can do it, but try and force the pass out, and, you know, you can end up on the back foot. So it's a difficult one, like you say. It depends how they play. And I know Middlesbrough are playing, you know, quite controlled, and you know, with a player like Umar Hanif in the middle, you can really open the.
Is that the chance? Oh, that was well read by Hanif there. Sorry, Kelsall coming in to take the shot. Yeah, you were saying about the getting trapped in the corners.
And I think with a strong player like, you know, Hanif and Goldborough out wide as well, being able to support, it's not really a problem for them.
Great stop. So they're just picking the pace of the ball up a bit, and as a result, getting the passes across and creating those chances, aren't they?
Yeah. It's opening up for them here. Kelsall with 2 absolutely great strikes there. But they need to be a bit more clinical, I think. They're going to get that opening goal. You know, Middlesbrough defending very, very well. Cemented the place in the Premiership and them being promoted.
Yeah. I think, though, I mean, Kelsall put it where you would expect him to put it.
Yeah, exactly.
But so it was good keeping as well, wasn't it, from Middlesbrough?
Oh, exactly, yeah. You know, Middlesbrough being promoted, not last season, the season before. They've really shown that they deserve to be in the Premiership.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, that's brilliant from them. You know, they're able to can maintain the...
Surely 2s.
Oh, Dan Rigby maybe could have come off the pitch there. I don't know if you know...
Hang on.
I believe he's bringing it back to the turn 1.
Maybe Middlesbrough were 2 earlier. Didn't see that.
Yeah, if that would have carried on, then Dan Rigby should have just gone off the pitch there.
That's a yellow or red, isn't it? Or
so if
they change the rule.
Yeah, if you're doing it to avoid a turn 1, it's now you have to wait till the referee gives you permission to come back on. So you are allowed to leave the pitch to not give away a turn 1.
And is that international or just England?
Yeah, that's international.
Right.
International changes. There is also an updated one where you can have free in the box isn't a free kick, provided that you're not in your own half. So if say for instance here, all 3 Middlesbrough players went in their box, it wouldn't be a free in the box until the ball goes in the Middlesbrough half. It's a very weird one.
I mean, surely the ref wouldn't be calling that anyway, would he? Anyway.
Well, I'm yet to see when that happens.
Yeah.
Here they are set again. Kelsall.
So less than 5 minutes left. Middlesbrough with a fortuitous first goal. A shot by Leeds in the Middlesbrough half. Came off Found, who was defending it, and went past the kind of high position players from Leeds into the goal. But Middlesbrough, good value for the defence. They've kind of tied Leeds down a bit. They were creating a lot of chances yesterday. They haven't had so many. The chances they have had, Middlesbrough have saved.
Yeah, I think Leeds are a very attacking side, and especially when they start trying to play 4 out and bringing that 4 player involved. It really opens the game up, and it's so hard to, you know, it's so hard to retaliate from the attacking onslaught that Leeds provide. But Middlesbrough, you've got to give them credit. They have done very, very well to keep their, not conceded yet from the onslaught from Leeds. Fortunately for them, that goal was maybe a bit unlucky for Leeds, but at the end of the day, it's goals like that can win games.
Yeah,
and the difference.
You might say Middlesbrough didn't create it, but we all know if you play 4 out and hit the ball hard, a rebound is a threat, isn't it, off a chair?
Yeah. Just having a word here with Ethan Fisher. So not too happy about that one.
I thought Harris would have just played that straight to Kelsall.
They're just taking it easy here, Leeds. Staying quite defensive. This is, I think, Middlesbrough's first proper chance at something here. So that's the corner ball.
Just seemed like Fisher got a bit bored there. I mean, he wasn't going to win it, was he?
Yeah, I imagine it just needed something to, just something to do. Just watch our legs and wheelchairs. He's blocking Fisher off here, Hanif. It's an interesting tactic. Trying to find the gap in between. Now Rigby to take. Rigby's free now.
Ooh, with Kelsall on the left and Fisher in the middle. Well played by Found. In his defensive role, Found's really good at taking the pace off the ball, isn't he? If he'd have just let that come off his bumper even an inch or two, Rigby was in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So back with Fisher for Leeds.
Got a lot of space here, Fisher, and he's now closing down.
That's a couple of times Rigby's got trapped in the corner with Fisher heading towards him. They haven't quite worked out the rotation there, have they?
Yeah, I think he's got to be careful there. I think Fisher may be doing just a little bit too much if he just, you know, just gets that ball moving again.
Yeah.
Get into that flow of the game that they can get into.
So clock's at 0. A few stoppages in this half.
Yeah, I imagine there's one extra minute or something like that just to keep the game going.
On court B, clock's also down to 0 in the first half. Greenbank versus West Bromwich Albion, still 0-0. This will be West Brom's, I think, third draw in a row. If not third draw of the Premiership.
He's half time over there now. Still going on here though.
Ooh, off the post. Hanif, I think the ref's looking at his watch. Hanif driving it towards the Leeds goal. Ooh, got it if oh, well done Hanif, he's picked it up. So Kelsall was the out there for Rigby. He played it to him, but Hanif made the interception. No attempt on goal possible. So 0-1 to Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough defending really well, scoring from a deflection deep in their own half. Shot by Kelsall came off Found and ricocheted back towards the Leeds goal with their defenders too high to be able to do anything about it. I mean, as things stand, Leeds have got to pick the game up to score here, and Middlesbrough can keep going as they're going, and they'll get points out of this, won't they?
Yeah, exactly. I think Middlesbrough, if they keep defending like they're defending, then it's going to be tough for Leeds to score. Leeds have got a lot to do in the second half. They've got to find a way through that Middlesbrough defence. Got to keep composed. I think in that first half they were maybe just losing a bit of composure in themselves, but they just need to keep that composure, and that they could easily get 1 or 2 here. It's one of them games almost. You'll get 1 or 2. If Leeds go on to win it, it'll be 1 or 2, but it could go either way at the minute. I think that's the kind of premise at half time. If Middlesbrough come out with a point, it's going to be disappointing for Leeds, but an absolute triumph for Middlesbrough. Likewise, Leeds will want them points to contend for the top of the Premiership table this season.
Yeah, we think a win for Leeds here, we think will put them top of the table.
Yeah.
Right, shall we come back after a short break?
Absolutely. See you soon. Aye as well.
Welcome back. Court A, Slater Gordon Premiership. Got Leeds versus Middlesbrough. It's Nick Woodward speaking. I'm joined by Jack Humphreys. Morning, Jack.
Morning. It's Nick Woodward, the birthday boy today.
It is. Thank you.
Dean was
21 again. Imagine that. Oh, straight away. So we hadn't even had time to do our summary, which was that Leeds had defended well, scored a goal, and kept the defence. Leeds need to pick the game up, but they've done that straight away with Jack Maxwell.
The thing with Jack Maxwell is he brings another dimension to this squad. He's a PF2, which means they do have to do some squad movement, but that change there, I believe, you know, bringing Jack Maxwell on was probably, I'd say, the finest bit of coaching we've seen.
So we felt that happened yesterday. They had what I'll call their starting four. Harris, Kelsall, Rigby and Fisher. And Maxwell came on in the second half, just changed up what was on offer. The number of chances went through the roof. He scored one, assisted one.
I think the thing with Jack Maxwell is he scores goals. That is literally that's sometimes, nearly. That's sometimes the hardest bit of football, is that final, put it in the back of the net. And Jack Maxwell has that skill to be able to, no matter what, he's in the back of the net.
We couldn't remember what year. We were sure he was a Golden Boot one year in the Premiership.
Maybe for Northern Thunder, was it? But definitely back in this game now, Leeds. Now Middlesbrough have got to keep concentrating. We don't go another one down.
So Middlesbrough suddenly look very stretched, but by their own choice, if you know what I mean. They were very compact.
Yeah, they've got to hold on to this lead. They've got to hold on to this draw now, potentially. But can they get another one? That would be the question they're asking themselves. They're defending well, and they have done in the first half. Can they pass that on to attack?
So this win, I don't know why this win puts Leeds above Aspire in the table, but they seem to have the same goal difference and the same number of points. Maybe it's goals conceded. Is that with the next one? That's on a draw. If Leeds win, then that takes them clear on points. With Greenbank and West Brom playing out on Court B.
2-1 there. I mean, it was probably tactical in a way. We had to slow the attack down, Middlesbrough.
So Middlesbrough had a tough few games. They'll want to get points on the board quickly.
Yeah.
So they'll be very keen to hang on to this draw, if not take it to a win.
It's a bit dangerous here for them. Oh, it's gone
Is that good? Ooh.
Just been caught by them there.
Yeah.
Very, very good defending from Dan Rigby and Lewis Harris there.
What's
sideline ball? All Leeds.
So Rigby on the ball on the Leeds right wing, left as we face it. We didn't do the squads, did we? Let's just go back through the teams. So playing towards us in blue, Leeds. Harris in pink in goal. Rigby in the middle. On Leeds left, right as we look at it, Kelsall. And Maxwell on Leeds right, our left. Middlesbrough playing away from us in red. Found in goal, wearing the grey shirt. Gouldsborough playing the central role. Hanif and Galloway on the wings. And on the bench, Forster and Pettigrew for Middlesbrough. And Fisher and Rice for Leeds.
This is the thing about Middlesbrough is Hanif has that central role, but also Kath Goldsborough comes in there and can do that role as well.
Ooh, really well read. He's not going to get that, is he? No. Hanif seduced Kelsall into making the hit there, didn't he?
Oh, Jeff Lewis is overruling the sideline official. Pete Westmoreland. Officials for this game: Jeff Lewis in the centre, Pete Westmoreland on this side, and Ian Harley on the far side. Good,
did you agree with the ref there? I thought the lino got it right.
It was hard to say, the ball moved that fast. It was hard to probably be able to give a... I'd say Jeff was probably right with that one.
Oh,
so,
just tried not to give you cards, hadn't you?
Tried to remain unbiased. Deflection from Maxwell, then sends it out for another Middlesbrough sideline ball.
So you're doing a lot of work with AI, Jeff. Does it Jack, does it cut out bits of your commentary where you say good things about the refs and send it to them?
We're working on that. That's the new feature. AI ref reports.
Oh, big hit. Oh, I thought Rigby might have seen a gap there.
There we go. Now Leeds' turn for a sideline ball. Or a kick-in, I think as the official term is.
Sideline ball sounds a bit American football.
Oh, it's great movement from Maxwell.
I came across someone the other day who said they were playing American football in wheelchairs. I've never seen it, but...
Well, I think the thing with the beauty of Powerchair Football is you can adapt the game. You know, I know in training sometimes we've even played Powerchair Football cricket.
Right.
We have posters, wickets, and I'm sure there's rugby adaptations that you can have. I've seen all sorts. People have tried. You had a bit of a pitch invasion then from John Balding, making his. Contact foul warded in favour of Leeds there.
1-1 with just over 10 minutes to go.
There we go, Rigby to...
So Leeds set off with a flyer at the beginning of the first half to score through Maxwell. And it's settled back into a similar pattern to the first half now with Leeds, Middlesbrough defending well with occasional breakouts and Leeds putting on a lot of pressure.
So now a Leeds sideline ball, some great work in from Kelsall there to try and get that ball across to Maxwell. Unfortunate from Kelsall there.
Just misread each other, didn't they?
Yeah. Got interception back here, Leeds. Got possession. Get Kelsall to go out wide. Kelsall can get the ball back here, they might catch Middlesbrough out. He's taking his time. Corner ball. Caught in a bit of a corner there with the commentary.
Yeah. We weren't speaking because we were terrified of being hit by Rigby's bumper.
We need a bit more
and
space.
He wasn't going to wait for us, was he?
No.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with the commentary position at Lee Westwood, they're both just close to the corner flags. So generally you're out of range, but depending on how the player wants to take the corner, occasionally we have to move out the way. So
imagine it's a 2-on-1. Is that? That was contact. Oh no, yeah, it is a 2-on-1. I think indirect free kick given.
So I think we're back as we were in the first half. It's hard to see where anything's coming from. There's not a there's not a pattern of plays established, is there, that's creating chances?
No.
And it almost always ends up with a Leeds player facing off against Gouldsborough or Hanif, and then a breakout from Middlesbrough.
To bring you a scoreline update on the other court, I believe it's still 0-0 against Greenbank, West Bromwich Albion.
So I'm going to check the table. Now, I never thought I'd hear these words, but that would make West Brom the draw kings. Oh, fabulous touch from Maxwell there. He kind of seduced Found into a particular pace and just dragged the ball behind him. Maxwell dragged the ball behind Found to find a gap and get it into the goal. So that answers that question, and also what we were saying earlier, you know, Maxwell knows how to find the net, and he does change the game for Leeds, doesn't he?
Well, I think if there's one player in this game that has dictated where it's going to go, it is Jack Maxwell. The fact he's come on and scored 2, you know, from a Leeds team that you know, on paper you look at that Leeds team and you think they should be 3-4-0 up by now, but they're not. You bring Jack Maxwell on, and they now are looking like they've got that goal threat. They're causing problems for James Found and Umar Hanif at the back, and if they keep going like this, they will win this game, Leeds. They just can't let up.
So that goal puts Leeds at the top of the table now, 2 points clear of Aspire, who played 3, so on the same number of points. Greenbank third on 3, currently drawing with West Brom. But a change in result on the Greenbank table will swing West Brom up the table or drop Greenbank down. It just seems too early, but there's a gap already forming, a pack of 6 at the top and 6 at the bottom. I guess the way the fixtures have fallen as well. Although I think today Aspire played Teesside, so there's more results or more games at the top to come.
Yeah, definitely. I think those are the games you know you've got to really nail down for. These are the ones that can kind of get into the groove a bit, Leeds.
So today Teesside are playing Villa Rockets, who are having a tough start, no points yet. And the last game of the day, Teesside are playing Aspire. I'll mention that because if Teesside come out of this first weekend still on top of the Premiership, that'll be outstanding, won't it? Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think the way they play, the way they're playing as well at the minute, with the goal difference they've got and how fluid their football is, it's going to be hard for people to get in there. I think Dean said something yesterday where he said, if you finish above,
if you finish above Teesside, you probably win.
Yeah, you probably won the league. Yeah, I think that's very, very true. It takes something special to beat them. The question is, do this Leeds team have that or not? That's the question, and it will be answered, I believe, when they play each other, which I believe is in the next game week, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, so today Leeds have got one more game against Greenbank. Again, that's a tight one at the top. They don't play Teesside until Sunday of Game Week 2.
You definitely don't want to miss that one.
Lunchtime kick-off on the Sunday, the 14th of December.
It's battling again, Maxwell now in this corner. And they don't need to panic here, Leeds, because they've got the advantage with that 1-goal lead. It's only one, but
so if we look at Borough's fixtures, they're to play GBG Knights later this afternoon. GBG Knights again on no points, so Borough will be looking to get a result there. And then the following weekend they're playing Greenbank, Teesside and Muscle Warriors, Sevenoaks and Newcastle. That's a pretty tough weekend.
Yeah,
top, teams in the top 6.
And you could argue getting all the hard games out at the start of the season. It can be quite beneficial.
Yeah, but you do want to establish a pattern of play, though, don't you?
No, exactly,
kind of rhythm, a winning rhythm, or even a drawing rhythm. It's just hard defending all the time.
Substitutions bring you Scottish player Thomas Pettigrew's entered the field, or the court, and off for Kyle Forster. Goes and joins Ethan Galloway on the bench. There we go.
So 3 minutes left on both pitches. 2-1 to Leeds on this pitch. And West Brom currently drawing their 3rd draw of the first weekend against Greenbank.
There we go. 3 minutes left, just under 3 minutes. Got to hold on here, Leeds. Can Middlesbrough get that final chance?
Oh, unlucky. Maxwell reacted very quickly. He hit the ball the way he had to. I'm not sure he could have put that anywhere else with the time he had, but it just went past the post.
I guess it's one of them. It can put doubt in everyone's mind then whether that would go in, but I think they had it covered. And again, like you said, the space and the time that he had, couldn't really do much else with it.
Hanif trying to find Pettigrew, intercepted by Maxwell. 2-on-1.
Was in favour
Kelsall
of
and Rigby.
Jeff Lewis pointed the wrong way initially, and I looked a bit confused.
Hanif, Goldsborough, Rigby for Leeds.
Great defending there.
Pettigrew picks it off Rigby. Now Maxwell turns to head towards goal. Disappointed Maxwell that Hanif took it off him so easily. Rigby's stepped into the defence, just keeping Hanif locked up. Now at this stage, I was going to say at this stage Leeds just need to lock the ball up for 60 seconds, but Kelsall's committed, I think, an unnecessary challenge there.
They're arguing it was a...
He definitely came in on Cath's side, though, didn't he, on Goldsborough's side? It's exactly the same position. He got a free kick earlier. Almost the reverse positions, Goldsborough and Kelsall. So it's a kick for Middlesbrough. Chance to go level. Easily stopped by Harris. Harris now. Harris vehemently calling that it was a Leeds kick in, but officials giving it the other way. So Middlesbrough taking the kick. It's gone off the post. Goal kick
just under
for Leeds. 18 seconds left.
Who would you say player of the matches for each team? Who would you give?
Well, I'm going to give it to Maxwell because he changed the game for Leeds.
I'd have to agree with you on that
And
one.
I think Hanif has worked really hard in the centre for Borough.
Yeah, I'd have to definitely agree. Both Jack Maxwell came on, changed the game for Leeds. He was that final bit of the puzzle they needed. And then, obviously, Hanif just been really in control in that middle. Defensively, very, very strong. Obviously, apart from the 2 goals, but they've done very, very well. Leeds are a very strong attacking team. They've done well to mitigate that. This is it. This looks like the final phase of play here.
Yeah. Rigby to Maxwell. Maxwell locked it up, dribbling it around the box. I'm not sure he's bothered about taking a shot, is he? He's
No, it's just time.
counting the seconds.
Managing the game, but he could get through here.
He'll take a goal if he can get one, but he's not looking to pass back to his colleagues, is he? Ball's gone out, has it? No. Ref's got his whistle to his lips. That's it, full time. So well done, Leeds. That's the comeback from 1-0, and they're now top of the league. 2 points clear of Aspire, having played the same number of games. And there's still seconds to play between Greenbank and West Brom. It's still 0-0.
Yeah, it was an interesting one, that one. A bit cagey from Leeds there, but, you know, I know that's not... They'll probably look back and think it was a bit of a scrappy win, but at the end of the day, a win's a win. 3 points for them. You know, they're on 9 points now.
So that's... Leeds are playing Greenbank later, not the next game, the game after. Again, that could be crucial in starting to sort places at the top of the table. And Borough have got GBG Knights, both teams looking for their first points, so a vital game for those two, and that's at just before 2 o'clock at 1:55. So thank you for joining me, Jack.
Thank you
and
very much.
we'll hang up now, and the team will get ready for the next match.